Hey guys, welcome on back to the channel. My name is Ronin, and if you are new here, we are on episode 2 of the SNES Classic Final Fantasy VI, or 3, depending on where you lived when it came out, back in 1994. So, a couple of things as I am going through this, and we are at Figaro Castle. We've just gotten the, I guess I don't even want to say the first chapter on the way, but it looks like we are just exploring this castle and figuring out what all is here. And sure, I will take a rest. And while I'm doing that, I want to at least kind of touch base on a couple of things and do a little bit of house cleaning. First of all, if you're new here, thanks for stopping by. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more content. And if you have any recommendations for how I can improve the channel and other stuff, by all means, leave a comment. I will leave the comments open. And of course, as always, be civil, you know. I'm starting out here trying to establish stuff with this video, with this YouTube channel, so your patience will be appreciated on all fronts. And it has chocobos. And somebody's standing here. Edgar has a younger twin brother. The family loved that boy dearly. Okay. And cue a flashback from one pony-tailed blonde man to another. Edgar's younger twin brother who threw away his royal rights. He's been handed for his freedom and fled the castle forever. Well, with a name like MASH, I probably wouldn't stick around much either. I'd be kind of ticked of why was I named after potatoes and my brother got a more regal name. But now that child must be a wonderful adult. Jasper's empires ruined all 3 countries on the southern continent. This continent is next. Boy, that's not foreboding. But anyway, some of the plans I have for this channel, along with doing long playthroughs like this, is because I have so many different systems to choose from, and I should make it a point to explain now that you will see games on this channel going from the Super Nintendo system, which obviously I'm playing right now. Whoops, didn't mean to take a rest, but I will take a rest anyway. Back to the Nintendo Entertainment System, the Sega Master System, the Genesis, the Nintendo 64, the Neo Geo, which most people in the United States, especially nowadays, have never even heard of. But back when I was a teenager and really getting into gaming, that one was the end-all, be-all. And anytime you went to an arcade, if there was a Neo Geo cabinet there, you were going to see some really great games. They really excelled in fighting games. Games like Samurai Showdown and Street Fighter vs. X-Men. There's a lot of Street Fighter variations that made it to the Neo Geo, and a lot of them were ported over to the Neo Geo, and they're almost one-to-one exact duplicates. They are really, really well done. So those are some games I want to have on here. And also the PS1 and some PS2 games. Now, I will admit, my PC is not the most powerful one in the world. I mean, for doing stuff like this, it works just great. But I do need to do some upgrades on it if I really want to get some really, really clean PS2 games. I can run them, and they work just fine for now, but they do tend to have a little bit of lag to them. So until I can get the upgrades done, I may hold off on playing some of those. My PS1 games, however, still work great, as do my 16-bit games and the 8-bit games, obviously. So you'll be seeing a lot of those too. And then another idea I have is that on Saturdays, because I plan to at least take one day off on the weekend just so I can recharge the batteries a little bit, and I have a million other things I want to be doing, because I grew up playing a million sports games, as I was trying to get a mazillion out there. That's a heck of a lot more than a million. But on Saturday, I'm thinking I'm going to have an idea to do what's a one-shot Sports Saturday entry, where I just pick a random sports game and see if I can beat it. And there's no shortage of them to choose from. So, but we'll play it by ear and see how it goes. But if you have any ideas for games you would like to see, again, you can choose from any of those particular machines. Again, the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Neo Geo, PlayStation 1, and PlayStation 2 within reason, and the Nintendo 64. Leave a comment below of what you'd like to see, and I will do what I can to put some content together. So, in the meantime, looks like we have an unwanted guest, and it is Kefka the Creep. Oh yes, totally the creep. And he doesn't look happy for some reason. The Emperor sent him out on an errand, and he doesn't like having you out in the middle of the desert. My body's not built for reconnaissance dispatches. Well, you know what they say about sand? It gets everywhere. If that's Wedge Biggs, I'm going to be greatly unhappy with that, because those two deserve better. Morons. And it's Sir Kefka to you. Move aside, bootleg. Me and my bootlegs have to come through. And lo, we have Edgar. Okay. Is he going to say anything? I hope our alliance will keep your forces from invading our country. That would be a great idea. This country is way too small. As if we just tell you. We've only ruined 3 countries. Like all aspiring totalitarian nations, we are here to make your life better. Now kneel, peasant. Makes it easier to step over you. Emperor Gaster's Magic Warrior Kefka. That's got to be hard to put on a business card. This girl wouldn't happen to have the power of magic now, would she? Never mind. Shahir and I. Oh, come on. That he put it that way. There's a number of stellar girls here. Pick anyone you want. Are you a king or a pimp? And hey, Locke's here. That man is nuts. What gave you that idea? The red eyes, the feathers in his hair, or that he was pissed and he had to walk through a desert to come talk to you? No, it's hard to be a king. Locke, where are we going? Do you mind, Chocobo? You were in my way. What's your one BDs? You're a thief? The word you're looking for is Space Ranger. The word I'm searching for, I can't say, because this is an all-age channel. Though Edgar is officially an ally of the Empire, he sides with the returners who oppose them. I'm his information pipe with them. You were, but we put you in witness protection, so now nobody would knows you're here except the creepy bad guy who works for the Emperor, who clearly knew you were here. It'll be fine. You'll be okay. Promise. You'll be just fine. Meanwhile, poor Edgar, all by his lonesome. The hell? How do you sleep through your castle being set on fire like this? I told you she's probably not here. Meanwhile, those two guards running around. Oh my god! Guys! Fire extinguishers! Find them! Well, you just burned to death here. Why, thank you, Kefka. How neighborly of you. Get ready. Sir! Get ready for what? Have you changed your mind? Hmm? The Chocobo Cavalry has arrived. You'll never catch me, Kefka, you baddie you. If that was his whole get ready thing, then... Alright, dive. Dive now. Chocobos don't die. Uh-oh. Dude, he's got a Voltron castle. Okay. The creep factor aside, did Figaro had the idea to build a castle like that? You get two for trying. Anybody who builds a Voltron castle, you get a slight grade in my book. And meanwhile, Kefka's there in the sand going, what the hell? Oh crap, if I have to fight them in mech armor, this is not going to be fun. Let's see if I can steal from them. Auto bow gun. Ooh, I like you. And blocks a thief. Let's see how good of a thief he actually is. Nice. I'll take that. And you get 2 high potions out of it. Wait a minute, you're turning around and going back? Son of a bitch! Did they not look evil to you? There's someone we want you to meet. Okay. Key to this war is going to be magic power. Wait a minute, are you telling me I'm not human? Who the heck am I? With that kind of power in Imperial hands, they'd ruin the world. Do you want to find out more about the true nature of your powers? I hope so, because if you're not, this is going to be a very short game. So it looks like wherever we are going, we're going to meet this guy, Bannon, and they said we're going south, so we're going to South Figaro. Okay, well, since they changed the structure of the map, I can only assume that South Figaro is this way. Not seeing it over here, so I guess I do have to go back to that cave. Except I can't go in the cave. So off the chocobos and into the cave. Aha! We'll be heading on through now. Step aside there, peasant. Hopefully you can find them in the sand. A recovery spring. Okay. I'll take that. Faux pas. Yeah, let it rip. Ooh, you can learn a new spell. Which I haven't tried out yet. I haven't tried any of her spells yet. But if she learned Poison A, that'll be helpful. What else do we have? Big, ugly mollusk-looking things. Alright, I'll give it a whirl. Fire! What? What just happened here? Why are you so smart? Did you just what's it? I should have seen that's it. Dude! MAGIC! Holy crap! Okay, this is something you definitely didn't see in earlier iterations of Final Fantasy or later ones, where it looks like they broke the fourth wall. Look, she's got them, we don't. Meanwhile, those two mollusks are sitting over there like, guys. What? Okay, I think I'm going to like this game based on that sort of comedy alone. That they went ahead and threw stuff like that in here. I dig that. And no ether, either. I was wondering about this. Because I remember in older Final Fantasy games, because you end up getting multiple characters, you could have different rows. But it's been so long since I've played an 8-bit or 16-bit version of them that you tend to forget about it. Okay, nothing over there. Came in that way. Oh, can't go that way. Okay. There's a chest down there to the left. Now, unlike people who play like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or games where you can do 100% walkthroughs, I'm not so interested in that, but if there's stuff that I know I'm going to be able to find, I'm going to take advantage of it. Whoops. So I'm going to have to wait to cure her. But again, in keeping with my original concept of doing these in about 30 minutes, unless I can... Unless I find myself in a situation where that's just not tenable, that's still the goal. And I have to admit, Edgar having that crossbow is going to make these sorts of fights a lot easier. Which also makes me curious as to what all I'm going to be able to do to enhance that. Whoop, I don't want to do that. I want to steal. Because if he can just sit there and pick people off, then... What do we have over here? We have another Phoenix Down. Okay, Phoenix Downs. For people who don't know, and have never played a Final Fantasy game, Phoenix Downs are what you need to bring back dead characters. So they are pretty essential to the long-term survival of your characters in this game. They're not hard to come by. Most shops have them for sale. And obviously potions and high potions should be self-explanatory. Ethers revitalize your magic. And as I recall, they are also not easy to come by in most Final Fantasy games either, but you tend to find them in most shops. And Edward's getting a little low there. But yeah, he can stand there and just pick off any number of enemies that we encounter. That's really nice. And that he hits him for 150 odd points of damage each shot. It's going to make getting through the early level up stages a lot easier. And that was always something that irked me about most role-playing games, was you find you hit different difficulty curves. Like when you start out, you can get to, you know, getting from level 1 to level 10, for example, isn't usually that hard because, to what shouldn't be a surprise, is you come across enemies that are easy for you to beat in a relative amount of time. But then once you get to like level 10 and you start getting those intermediate baddies, that's when the frustration starts to set. Ooh, you look fairly foreboding. I've seen him somewhere before. He must be... Ooh, is he a character I can get at some... He must be. He vows allegiance to nobody. Those who look beneath his mask see only the cold gleam of his empty eyes. And his name is Shadow. Well, considering I live with a cat named Shadow, there's no reason I am not going to go with this. And I will admit, because at some point during these recordings, Shadow may come down and require attention. So you may hear the occasional meow or purr or something along those lines, even through my headset. He's a 13-year-old cat. He's a derp, but we all adore him, so... Okay, can I talk to... I can't talk to the barkeep. Okay, are you somebody I can... Nope. I have to admit, one of the things I am already liking about this game, along with the music, which should not be any surprise at all, is I do like the character designs. Moving from the 8-bit to the 16-bit generation, gave companies like Square a chance to be a little more elaborate with their character designs, but they still keep the spirit of the original 8-bit designs. They got a few different textures, a few different... Okay, we were talking about accessories. Have various abilities attached to them. For example, dash use makes someone run twice as fast in the field. Knight's Code, wearer protects weakened allies by taking damage in their place. Now we can start decking out our characters here. Okay, well the Nightscape is good for Edgar, so I will get that. The dash shoes sound like they make perfectly good sense to somebody like Locke. Whoop. No. Darkness. Star Pendant. Ooh, prevents poison. And that's only... Yeah, I will get a couple of those. Whoop. Prevents petrification. Okay. I'm hoping I don't have to worry about petrification just yet. That is something in most of these games. When you go to an item store in a town and you find different things like this available, it usually means you're going to start running into enemies that can hit you with those status effects. It's way too early in the game to have to worry about getting petrified, I'd like to think. But dealing with poison is something I don't even want to think about. So we give him the Knight's Code. Give him the dash shoes and a pendant. Okay. I have to remember that in games like this, you have the capability of... Oh, hey, we do run faster. Nice. Whoops, except I don't want to go this way. I want to go back down and go out the door. What? No, that... Just because you go faster doesn't mean you can't steer. Okay. I should find a save spot around here. And my guess is I should be able to save at the inn. But before I do that, because we're almost at 30 minutes, and I want to make sure we can get this episode in under the wire, I want to see what else we've got here. Okay, I can give her a great sword. Ooh, okay. So I can cause poison now with that. Cause confusion. Okay. What else do we have? Mithril sword. Alright, Locke looks like he could use that. Yeah, he's got a dagger. Why give a man a dagger when you can give him a sword? Road. I don't think Locke is going to need a shield, but giving Tina and Edgar one is going to be helpful. And if anything, I can give Locke the buckler. Oh yeah, and his defense goes up quite a bit with the Kempo gear. And hers goes up the Cotton Robe. So let me see if I can give him... Yeah, his evade goes up, his magic defense goes up, and his straight defense goes up. That's going to be helpful. Okay. Alright, well, we are just past 30 minutes on this episode, so again, thank you for stopping by the Retrocade and tuning in. My name is Ronin. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave a review, and also give me some help and some tips on how to improve the channel and games you would like to see me play here, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.